I lost 90 pounds on my health journey before I ever worked out. And I don't mean before I got serious. I mean before I ever worked out, before I ever went on a long walk, before I ever picked up weights. So I get this question a lot as someone who has now lost 134 pounds, which is like, what did you do for movement in the very beginning? And the truth is I didn't. I focused completely on my nutrition in the very beginning. In the first 5 months, I did the autoimmune protocol. In month 6, I got on a GLP-1. Doing the autoimmune protocol meant that I was trying to take care of my inflammation, and it got okay to the point where I could stand up for like 10 minutes, but it was still never fabulous. And then I got on a GLP-1, and after a couple of months on that, I realized, oh my gosh, I'm starting to actually feel good. And I was very afraid to try and walk long distances. I was so afraid that I would like get really far from my house and I wouldn't be able to get back. And that was not an unfounded fear. It had happened before. But if you're thinking that you can't start your health journey because you can't work out, that's a really terrible excuse, because 90% of it is in the kitchen. Until you're starting to feel good, until you have your inflammation under control, until you feel like you can actually stand up and not lose breath, you're just not going to be able to work out. But don't let that stop you from doing the things that you can do. And a lot of people are not going to be like me. A lot of people, I am on a GLP-1. I do advocate for GLP-1s. But that's because I have Hashimoto's, which is an autoimmune disease that causes a ton of inflammation and a ton of pain from that inflammation. Working out is really good for your health. It's really good for your heart. It's really good for building muscle. But as far as like losing the pounds, I mean, there are studies out there that show that people who are training for like half marathons and marathons, they gain weight. And it's because you're hungrier when you're working out that hard. So if you're in that same place that I was a year ago, a year and a half ago, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I would love to get healthier, but I just can't do any exercise, I'm here to tell you that that is a terrible excuse. Because even now, if all I focused on was exercise, I would not lose. You have to be right in the kitchen. You have to be right with your nutrition. So I hope that helps. Like and share and follow if you're interested in more health content, more GLP-1 content. And if you have a long way to go, so do I. And I'm already down 134 pounds.